I'm Ashley, also known as the Panicked Foodie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make slow cooker ranch chicken. This is a very simple recipe to make. I like to serve it either over a salad or serve it in a wrap or in some type of sandwich. It's a great way for me to get meat into my diet and to also spice up my sandwich rotation a little bit. To make this recipe, you only need 3 ingredients. About 1 to 1¼ pounds of chicken breast, which I've already placed in the slow cooker. 1 cup of broth. It can either be vegetable broth or chicken broth. And then the ranch dressing, which I have set off to the side here. I'm using buttermilk ranch. For the broth, you can either buy store-bought broth or you can make your own. So I like to make my own just because it's a lot cheaper. The brand that I like to work with is Better Than Bouillon, so it's just a container of, I guess, seasoned vegetable base. And to make a cup of broth, if you wanted to try this method, is you just place 1 teaspoon into a measuring cup. And then pour 1 cup of boiling water. And then just mix it together. Then once everything is all dissolved, pour it into your slow cooker. And then just using regular tap water, you can use bottled water. You want to cover the chicken with water. And you want to cover it just until it's covered. You don't want it drowning in the water. So kind of something like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place the lid on this, set it to low, and let it cook for 3.5 to 4 hours or until the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so the chicken has had a chance to cook now. It's been about 3.5 hours or so. So to make sure that the chicken is cooked thoroughly, what you want to do is you want to take your thermometer. I happen to have a digital thermometer. And just turn it on. And then to accurately measure the temperature, you want to make sure that you stick your thermometer into the thickest part of the chicken breast. Try to make sure you get it in the center. And my temperature is reading about 180 degrees Fahrenheit, so the chicken is definitely cooked all the way. So now what we'll do is we will turn the slow cooker off and we will transfer the chicken from the slow cooker to the plate where we will shred it with 2 forks. Alright, so here on my plate I have a chicken breast that I'm going to shred. What I like to do is I like to hold the breast with 1 fork and then use the other fork to gently pull away at the chicken. And you'll see that it comes out a little bit shredded, which is exactly what we're looking for. And don't worry about which direction you're going in. It can be against the grain, with the grain, it doesn't really matter. You might have some big chunks in there, little chunks in there. Again, doesn't really matter too much. Before adding your pulled chicken back to the slow cooker, you want to make sure that you drain all the liquid out of it, which I have already done. So I'll just go ahead and add the shredded chicken and continue shredding the rest of the breast. To complete our meal, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of ranch dressing. This is just normal store-bought buttermilk ranch dressing, nothing fancy. Now, depending upon how much chicken you added in at the beginning, you may need a little bit less, you may need a little bit more. So obviously always put in less than what you think you need because you can always add more. Obviously can't take it away if you've put too much in. So that looks to be pretty good to me. Again, I put in about a pound to 1.5 or 1.25 pounds of chicken breast at the beginning, and I just put in 1/2 cup of ranch dressing. That looks pretty good. So after adding in the ranch dressing, you might want to let the pulled chicken sit for a couple of minutes. There is the chance that the chicken is going to absorb some of the dressing, and if that's the case, you may actually want to add in a little bit more. I would add it in 1/8 of a cup increments until you're satisfied with the texture of the chicken. All right, so that concludes the process for making slow cooker pulled ranch chicken. For those of you that have a keep warm function on your slow cooker, feel free to use that to heat the chicken mixture up a little bit more if it's not quite warm enough for you. Otherwise, you can just serve it immediately over a salad or on a sandwich or in a wrap. Thanks for cooking along. Bye.